given this topic, I thought I'll have absolutely nothing to say. Because we're the generation that knows the most about mental health, right? We talk, we express, we open up. And it's a good thing, right? But at the same time, we've also become the generation that is dealing with it the most. See, I'm not here to give you a speech, but it's just a conversation you needed to hear. Alright, so whenever something wrong happens, something small, what do? We talk to a friend, right? Probably a comment, a moment you didn't expect, a mistake. So we always go to our friends, family, relatives, we talk about it, we express, we rant, and we go over every single detail. And for a while, it feels great. It feels so much lighter. But when everything goes silent, it comes back. The same thought with the same feeling. And it isn't even just once, but it comes back again and again and again and again. See, here's something I realized. Whenever we are going back to something, we are not just remembering what happened, but we are restarting it. And probably that is exactly why it gets so exhausting. Because whenever we are going back to something, we are reliving it. And I know this because I have also done this. Not in a one big dramatic way, but yes, in small, constant ways. Back in 10th grade, there were a lot of things happening at once with me. Studies, expectations, things people said to me, things I started believing about myself. And it wasn't just that I was remembering those things, but it was also that I was going back to them. I had the same questions as yours. I had the same thoughts as yours. And just like you, I had absolutely no answers to them. The more I thought about it, the heavier it felt. And I also did this one thing that I'm pretty sure all of us have done at least once in our life. And that was whenever I was overthinking, it used to start like, yaar ye kyun hua? Why did this happen? Who all were present when this was happening? And then it turns into, will it ever happen again? Or what I should have said differently? Or what people must be thinking about me now? And we don't realize when one question becomes 10. But do we ever think that does that thought ever requires our full attention? You know, whenever something happens, it becomes a full conversation in our head. Even if it's not that big, it becomes big because of the space we are giving it. Because of the space that we are giving it to relive the whole situation. Just because the thought is loud does not mean it's important. And I used to do few things to cope up from it. One thing that I did was, I stopped going into the things, or I stopped overthinking about it the moment it showed up. Not every time, not perfectly, but even a few times made a difference. Secondly, I did these few things that could help me break that pattern, that could help me not go back so easily. And that was very simple. Moving, or shifting, or changing the place where I was, changing the work that I was doing. Right? It was very simple, but it helped me break that pattern. And the third thing that I also did was I started doing the activities I used to once enjoy. Because between all of this overthinking, anxiety, depression that I was dealing with, I realized that I have completely lost myself. I lost myself, I started doubting myself, I had thousands of self-doubts. And doing those physical activities again made me realize my worth again. It made me realize that I'm so much more than what I am overthinking. Right? See, yes, I still talk to people. And even Abhi bhi, when I was sitting there and all our respected speakers were coming here, they were giving their beautiful TED Talks, I started feeling nervous if I'll be able to pull it off or not. So I immediately opened my phone, texted my sister, Didi, I will not be able to do this. I don't think I'll be able to pull this off. Even in the tea time, I went outside, I called my sister and I said, I think I'm going to have a very big anxiety attack right now. I don't think that I can do it. Right? But here I am, standing right in front of you, showing up. Right? So see, being heard feels great. It's a beautiful thing. And as sir said, it's alright to not be okay. But being heard does not mean that we've moved forward. It does not mean that it has fixed everything. Right? See, I'm not here to give you a perfect solution. And as rightly said by ma'am, I cannot even give you a perfect solution for the problems you have. But this is something that stayed with me. One, I don't always have to go back to whatever happened in my past. Second, I really need to analyze if that problem requires my full attention at the moment. And three, the moment something shows up, I don't have to react immediately. I can take my time, I can probably try distracting myself or even think if it's that important. See, maybe the shift isn't in being healed by the world. It's just a simple space where you are not acting, you are not pretending. It's just a space where you don't have to live up to anybody's expectations. It's a space where you are being yourself. And I repeat, maybe the shift isn't in being healed by the world. It's the shift that you are healing within yourself. And probably that is exactly where the real conversation of mental health begins. Thank you.